Hey friends, welcome into my Makeup Love office. I am going to give you today my best mascara tips. So let's get started. Today I'm going to be using the Quadra mascara to show you. And it's a 4-in-1 mascara. That means that it's a mascara, but it also has tubing technology, which means that it has like little tubes that wrap around each individual lash that make it appear longer and thicker. And then it also has a lash primer built in, and it has a lash serum that's already built in. So you don't need an extra product like a primer or a serum. Those are already included in the mascara. So this is one of my favorites for that reason. So my first tip that I'm going to show you is to grab a little hand mirror, and I like to hold it up under my chin. And when I go to put the first coat of mascara on, I'm going to go from root to tip. I'm going to wiggle as I go. Now the Quadra brush is kind of interesting. It has little silicone nubs on one side, and then it has long bristles on the other side. I'm going to use the little silicone nubs just to apply the mascara. When I do my second coat, I'm going to use the longer bristles to add definition and to comb my lashes out and separate them. So I'm going to use this side first. And I'm going to go from root to tip. I'm going to hold this down below my chin, and I'm going to look down into the mirror. That way, if I'm looking down, I'm less likely to get any oops smudges, where sometimes you hit like the brow bone or a part of your eyelid when you're trying to apply your mascara. And if you're like me and you're a little clumsy, you always end up getting some smudged up there, and then you have to fix that. If you look down into the mirror, it's a lot less likely to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and put on that first coat. And then I'm going to switch hands because yes, I have to apply my mascara to my left eye with my left hand. I know most people just reach across. For some reason, I can't do that. I'm going to wiggle to make sure I get the entire length of each lash. Okay, and now I'm going to go back. I know on a lot of my beauty forums, there's been a lot of debate about, do you put mascara on your lower lashes still, or has that become like old-fashioned? I'm still going to go ahead and put a little bit on my lower lashes. I don't put a lot, but I do want to have something there because my lashes are so pale and almost non-existent. I think it looks kind of funny if you have lashes on the top and not on the bottom. All right, now on my second coat, I'm gonna flip this over and I'm gonna use the long bristles. I'm gonna concentrate the mascara on the outer edge of my eye, and I'm gonna concentrate on the tips. This is gonna give my eyes a more wide awake, more open look. So I'm just hitting the tips, and I'm gonna concentrate out here on these outer lashes because I really want to open up my eyes and draw the eye outward. And I'm not going to put a second coat on my lower lashes. I just put one coat there. All right, so that's my first tip. Now, my second tip comes from a question that I get from some of my customers all the time, and that is, oh my gosh, they usually say that you should replace your mascara every 3 months. I don't remember when I opened this mascara. That would be me because I always forget. So a couple of things that I like to do. One, if you keep the box, and here's one of my boxes from my 4D mascara. If you happen to keep the box in your drawer like I do, I like to write the date on the bottom. And that way I know the date that I opened that mascara. And then when I'm not sure, I can just look, oh yeah, I opened this one in April or December or whatever. And then I know exactly when it is. Now, if you don't keep the box, if you throw those away, get one of those little colored dot stickers, at the dollar store, those kind that you use for garage sales. Write the date on that and either stick it on the bottom of your tube or right on the side. And write the date on there, and then that way you know when you opened that fresh tube. That way you'll know, okay, I opened it in this month. I know about in 90 days, 3 months later, I probably need to replace it. And you can do that with any of the mascaras. So those are my 2 best tips for applying mascara and remembering when to replace it when you need a refill. Don't forget, you do need to get a refill because using old mascara is always a bad idea. Old mascara tends to breed bacteria. After you have opened that mascara up so many times and you've allowed air to get in there, that puts bacteria and germs in there, and then they tend to breed and grow and multiply. And then when you're putting that mascara on your eye, you're much more likely to get an infection. We don't want that to happen. It's also, here's another little tip for you, never a good idea, especially if your mascara is running low. Do not ever take it out and then plunge it up and down trying to get that last little drop of mascara. I know I used to do it too. We're all bad about that. But every time you plunge that wand back down in that tube, you're forcing air down in there and you're forcing more germs and bacteria down inside the tube. Don't do that. Pull it out once. You should have enough mascara on that wand to do both eyes without having to double dip. If you don't, then it's probably time to get a new mascara. Also, I know when we get down to the end of the mascara, we're always tempted to try and get that last little drop. A lot of people ask me, well, can I add a little water or a little makeup remover or something down in there to try and get that last little drop? You know, my grandma always used to get down to the end of the soap, you know, the pump dispensers, and she would add a little water to the end of it to try and get every little bit out. I know we all like to save money, but never do that. Never add any liquid to your mascara to try and get that last little bit out, because again, you're adding something in there that's going to cause bacteria to grow. Bad idea. All right, so those are my tips today, my friend. I hope that will help you. If you have any questions about anything I talked about today or any of the mascaras I talked about, please feel free to message me or drop it in the comments down below. As always, if you enjoyed this tutorial and you'd like to see more of the same, give me some likes, some shares, some love. It helps me with my algorithm and it helps you see more content that you like as well. As always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. See you next time.